How to eat a plant-based diet on a budget and improve your health. Essential plant-based diet for beginners know-how. Eating a plant-based diet on a budget is a lot easier than you may think. Some of us do get put off starting a natural diet because we presume it is expensive to live as a vegan. Plant-based food for less does not have to be expensive, and the plant-based diet for beginners will not leave you out of pocket. Finding out how to switch is important, and if you are serious about making lifestyle changes, it is a good start to adjust before you even begin to explore the world of vegan foods. Best tips for reducing your grocery costs on a plant-based diet. How can you reduce your grocery when you are on a natural diet? Eating plant foods means planning ahead. To be honest, planning ahead is a crucial part of a vegan diet. This is where you learn a lot about the nutritional value of the food you eat as part of a meat-free diet. Knowing which plant foods are rich in protein is important when you enjoy sports and keeping fit. But how do you eat a vegan diet on a budget? Where can I find plant-based food for less? Finding plant-based food for less is not difficult at all. One of the best things about a healthy vegan diet is bulk buying foods. Grains, lentils, rice, and legumes can be found in bulk offers in stores. Check out whole food sellers that specialize in selling in bulk. This is a practice which the prepping community likes to make the most of, and you should take advantage of to saving money when you start your new diet. A top tip when it comes to buying foods in bulk is to stay away from exotic grains like quinoa. Did you know that buckwheat is just as healthy as quinoa and does, in fact, contain more healthy plant enzymes and vitamins? Oats for your vegan healthy breakfast is another good example. How to grow your own food. Tips for plant-based diet for beginners. Growing your own food can save you a lot of money. It does not matter if you live in a house with a garden or in an apartment in New York, you can still grow your own food. Your growing efforts do not have to take up a lot of space, and it surprises a lot of newcomers how easy it is to grow your own. For instance, sprouts are perfect when it comes to starting your own healthy garden. Sprouts are equally delicious when eaten raw as cooked and can easily be used to make up the most of fantastic meals. Top 10 easy vegetables to grow at home. Plant-based food for less to grow at home. If you are serious about a vegan transformation, you will soon find that you are going to be doing so much more than changing your diet. For many, a plant-based diet comes a new chapter in their lives, and it is such an enjoyable and fun one that you don't want to miss out on its many stages. Growing your own vegetables at home is part of that journey. But at the end of the day, it is about growing smart and making the most out of space. What are the top 10 vegetables you can grow at home apart from sprouts? Kohlrabi. Yes, it sounds exotic. Kohlrabi is one of the easiest vegetables to grow at home. It surprises many, kohlrabi makes an excellent salad vegetable. Unless you lift the root to eat it, you can cut off the leaf and the plant will carry on producing green leaves packed with nutrition. Kohlrabi is easily grown in window boxes and pots, and those delicious green leaves grow back quickly once they have been harvested. As a matter of fact, kohlrabi seems to enjoy being harvested. Zucchini. Never underestimate the flexibility of zucchini. It thrives in a small garden and in pots and produces potassium-rich vegetables which can be roasted, steamed, frozen, or grilled. You can even eat the flowers, and the average zucchini plant is fast-growing and will continue to produce once established. Tomatoes. Tomatoes is a must as part of a plant-based diet unless you are allergic to them. It is one of the most versatile plants you can grow at home as there are many varieties. Try growing cherry tomatoes and even some of the larger hybrids. Just remember that larger tomatoes need a lot of water and may taste less than cherry tomatoes, which just love to produce tasty miniature tomatoes. Celery. Celery can be grown in pots and can even be produced from celery bought in the supermarket. Once you have bought a couple of bunches of celery with the roots attached, you never need to buy celery again. Lettuce. Any kind of lettuce is fairly easy to grow, but if you are looking for optimum nutritional value as part of a plant-based diet, you should go for cos lettuce, which is also known as romaine lettuce. It is rich in iron and all of the other members of the vitamin B group, and therefore essential raw food. Climbing beans. Climbing beans are easy to grow under most conditions. They seem to love inner city conditions, so if you live in town, they are one of the best vegetables you can grow on a balcony. Bell peppers. Bell peppers take up surprisingly little space and are the plant-based diet gardener's best friend. They can be stuffed with lentils, eaten raw, roasted, and add flavor when mixed with other vegetables. Don't forget to grow cayenne peppers. They are a great addition to any tomato-based dish. Herbs. Should you grow herbs? They can be great to flavor food with, but we often forget to use them as teas. Turning herbs into useful teas which treat common health conditions do not have to be complicated. As a matter of fact, you don't even need to dry most herbs to make them into tea. The herb rosemary is also useful when it comes to creating your own skincare products such as foot baths or body scrubs. Cucumbers. Don't be fooled into thinking that cucumbers take up a lot of space. Forget about the average supermarket cucumber and take a look at some more of the interesting varieties such as ridge cucumbers. They produce a lot and will often keep going for months with just a little bit of loving attention. Garlic and ginger. Garlic and other bulbous herbs such as ginger are fantastic. You can put them in the pots of vegetables. Garlic is often used as a companion plant, which means it will help to keep less than friendly plant pests away from your own personal garden. Starting a community garden is a good way of growing plant-based food for less. Community gardens are a great way of utilizing a neglected space in your local area. Put in community garden near me in Google and you may just be surprised how many hits you will get. Is there one near you? If there is not a community garden near you, why not start one? A garden will help you to grow food for free, but not only that, it will also introduce others to a plant-based diet and help local wildlife at the same time. Imagine if the Highland Garden in New York was a community food producing project. Plant-based diet for beginners recipes. Preparing and cooking ahead for a meatless diet is just as easy preparing meat-based dishes. You can cook your garden burgers and just put them in the freezer until you need them. But don't forget about other cheap daily dishes. Family meals such as lasagna and moussaka take a little bit of preparation but are worth the extra effort when you prepare lots of them. Not only will you save time, but you will save on food cooking costs at the same time. The truth is that a natural diet certainly makes you much more mindful on how you use energy resources, and you end up living a much healthier life in more ways than one. Baking your own bread. Healthy bread is essential when it comes to eating good quality whole grain foods. You can make bread part of your breakfasts, plant-based lunches, and even meal. If you are worried that there are not enough vegan-based toppings to go with your bread, you should stop worrying right now. There are plenty of toppings and sandwich fillings which can be switched from being meat-based to suit a more natural diet plan. Once again, and if you are truly interested in a diet on a budget, you can make your own sandwich fillings. Nothing could be simpler, but you may want to invest in a good quality food processor to cut down your time in the kitchen. Once your kitchen is properly equipped, you can make your own pâtés, terrines, and many other fillings and toppings in virtually no time at all. It takes only a few minutes to blitz chickpeas into your own hummus, and if you are gardening for your own dietary needs, you may find that you already have many other ingredients already available in your garden or on your own terrace. Best gadgets for the vegan kitchen. If you are a lover of kitchen gadgets, you will love eating a natural diet. A vegan diet will allow you to use all of your kitchen gadgets and then some. But there are a couple of kitchen gadgets you may find extra useful. A crock pot will allow you to create hundreds of recipes on a budget. You can make soups, stews, curries, and even cornbread in your crock pot. When you have a crock pot in your kitchen, eating a vegan diet on a budget will never have to become boring. Once again, if you are a busy person, this is a great way to cook ahead and make sure your diet is as varied as possible. Once you have tasted vegetables or a vegan dish produced in a steamer, you will never look back. You may ask yourself why you never used one before. Not only do steamers not spoil the taste of the food, they make sure that minimum nutritional value is not lost from your food. By the way, don't throw the water collected in the steamer away. Water your plants with it and they will thank you for it. Most followers of a plant-based diet have food processors. When you are batch cooking or preparing fillings, pâtés, and even sauces, they are the one thing that will really cut down your time in the kitchen. Food processors come in a variety of versions and find the one which offers you the best value for money for your needs. It is likely to be the one kitchen gadget you will use the most in the kitchen. Juicing is expensive. Should juicing be part of a plant-based diet? Vegans often swear by juicing and believe it as an excellent way of including more fruits and vegetables in their diet. However, before you get into juicing fruits and vegetables, you should stop and think about what you are doing. Are you throwing away a lot of healthy goodness? Juicing is great for a short period of time if you suffer from influenza or a cold, but on a long-term basis, you are throwing away food which you could be eating. Think about all of that fiber and plant enzymes which are being discarded and destroyed when you juice. Sometimes juices are good for you, but it does not fill you up. It can make your digestive system too acidic, and alkaline living will help you to stay healthy and avoid disease. Don't forget about your four-legged friend. A vegan diet should include your four-legged friend. Not only can you save money by preparing food for yourself, but you can also save money by cooking for your best friend. Preparing a natural plant kibble for a dog will only take a few minutes. Plant-based food for less is about so much more than just saving money. Once you have discovered how good eating vegan foods will make you feel, you will realize why eating vegan style has become a must for many people. Knowing how to eat a plant-based diet on a budget is a good way to learn how to make the most out of natural resources. A plant-based diet for beginners is something we should all try to follow.